Hi there, Chris here. So I'm bringing this Avis Rock back, and I was hoping to bring it back and single pin pick it, but you know what? I've only been able to, to single pin pick it twice. When I first got it, I must have been a fluke. I got into it single pin picking for like, I don't know, 3 minutes. And the second time, it was like 18 minutes going back and forth and back and forth. But what I really wanted to show you is how this all comes apart and how it goes back together. Because when I took this apart, everything fell out, all the balls fell out, and it's kind of intimidating when that happens. So it is a dead shackle. It's huge. Here's like a regular rim cylinder size next to it. And happens to be a Lockwood V7. Where's a regular padlock? Well, like, here's an Avis lockout. I mean, this thing is immense. So what I'm going to do real quick is I'll just go ahead and pick it again with the leashy. And I did that before, and I gutted it, so I'll put that in the description or in one of my pinned comments if you want to see what's in here. So this thing really ping-pongs you back and forth. And even messing with it for quite a while, I have not been able to get it really quickly. So I'm in a deep false set there after I hit 6 and sort of jiggled it. So at that point I have to go back. See, we've dropped 1. So we're going to come and try and pick up 1, which is really kind of hard. I think we got it. I think we're okay with 3. 4 might be okay. Now we've dropped 6 again. And I will check everything one more time. See, we dropped 2. And that's why it's so difficult to single pin pick. All right, we have a nice big turn. Oh, we haven't got 4 though. If I can just get 4, 6, and 5, we're open. All right, very big turn. So that's the deepest false set, and we should just be, whoops, sorry, God, I keep doing that. We should be just 5, and if we're really careful, we can just barely get it, and we did. So we'll zoom back out. There's our shackle out. So taking this apart, down you have a huge Phillips head down there. And you kind of have to have it unlocked a little bit to get that screw out. So we're going to get that screw out. And we're going to dump everything out. Like if you didn't know, like I didn't know, the first time I gutted this and I went like this and went, okay, take the key out. Boom. And oh my God. You know, and 3 balls, that's very intimidating. So let's go through this process. Like I say, I'll put it in a pinned comment. I'll put the gutting on this, the original one. So first we'll look at this. I mean, that is massive. So you got that. You got this Lockwood size oval. Now the box, somewhere here in the box, and Slinky always likes to come in when things are all disarrayed. Designed to accept Scandinavian or Australian oval cylinders. Well, Scandinavian, the ones you see the most often, say you have this Ving you want to put in there, it's not going to fit because it's just too big. And other Scandi ovals I have don't fit. So, but it does fit the Lockwood size. And this thing here, there is a deeper Lockwood that comes out all the way to about this point, and that's what this takes up. So it'll take these and it'll take those longer ones. This is a 570. I think those are 590s, if I remember correctly. So anyway, what do? Well, we look in there and say, all right, first thing we got to do is get the balls in there. So, and if you look at it, it's wider at this point than this point. So 2 are going to go onto one side. And it's all greasy inside. So we're going to take our screwdriver, excuse me, Slink. We're going to take our screwdriver and we're going to put that in there and just sort of hold it so it doesn't go anywhere. And the grease kind of helps with that. Oh, it fell back. Now we got another one. So then the trick is to get the other side in the correct side and get them all to sit in there. And you may not be able to see this. If I zoom out, maybe. Oh, we are zoomed out. I need one more hand as usual. Oh, it's in there, okay. I'm gonna have to do this in front of me. Okay, well, we had them both there, but with the camera angle, I cannot show that without changing everything. So the next thing we got to do is we got to look at this thing. Well, you see it has this little part, and even that comes off. But that little tag in goes there, that fits in that slot. We lost our ball again. And it's really usually not this hard, it's just because I'm on camera. I'm trying to do it to show you guys. So you get it held just right. Can I do it over there? I don't know. Probably not. And you drop this thing down in there. And you use a little screwdriver. Oh, I lost the ball. I could hear it. So it comes out. All right, I'm going to do this. Unfortunately, I have to do it off camera, but I will explain. And you get that in there, you take your screwdriver, and I'll show you. What I've done is I've got it in there and taken my screwdriver and 2 balls on one side, 1 ball on the other side. To get this so it would go in the slot is the little brass thing is in its slot. And it's sat all the way down in there. So the next thing we need to do is to plop that right there. And I'll show you. See how that takes up the difference if we had a 590 in there, or whatever that number is. Now, with this in here, you got a little more room to boogie to put this in here. And you can turn it on its side, nothing's going to fall out. As long as you get that guy, a little brass spacer in correctly. And once you're flush here, you're good. So then you want to take this guy, he said, and it's tough to work when it's greasy. Put that bottom plate on there. Okay, then this is a very important point. You hold the bottom on there. It's in the locked position, and you can see down there, you can see that ball bearing. Well, you got to make sure that everything's working, that when you put it in the unlocked position, that ball bearing retracts. Then you want to test your shackle. Throw your shackle in there. Don't drop it on your foot. Unlock it, lock it. Make sure it all works, because if for some reason something slipped, before you put this thing in here, test it. Because if something slipped in there and you've got this screw in here, you brick this sucker, there's no way you're getting in there. Because this thing is bulletproof. So once again, I tighten that all up, make sure it's all good. And then I'll test it even again. Yep, all right, so we're not gonna brick it. But if you did, forget about it. So there you go. There is the rock, the Avis rock, and this is the 83 closed shackle 80. And it has this on there. I guess that's just their, I mean, that is kind of their patented logo for that. It does not have a Z-bar, but it is key retaining. And I'm not sure, I think possibly that little brass guy inside can be manipulated to make it maybe not key retaining. I'm not sure, but there you go. That is this big beast. Anyway, I thought that some people might find that interesting on how to put these big guys together. I have, what is it? That's locked. I have another, an anchor loss that essentially functions the same way. Another piece, big beast of a lock. And this has 3 balls, and this has the dead shackle, he said. Well, good luck. There we go. Oh, it's not going. There we go. You half turn it, and this does the same damn thing. So these big beasts that have these, you know, unsprung removable shackles can be intimidating, but you just go through them slowly, check them, and then you won't brick them. All right. Thanks for watching. Hope that was helpful and or interesting. So we will see you next time.